June and July are almost over. We get one more month of summer and sunshine. In fact, here it was raining a lot this year, and it feels like the summer is totally wasted. So, with August knocking at our doors, it's time to make summer 2024 memorable after all. In this episode, we'll touch on how to figure out what you want from this summer, traveling for cheap, and all my practical tips on how to make this your best summer yet, even if there's not much time left. Hello, everybody. Welcome or welcome back to Big Sister Chats. Before we dive into the episode, there's a small chapter called If We Were Having Coffee. This is our format where I tell you a little bit about me and how my life is going right now. It's inspired by a newsletter from the Bliss Bean, if anybody knows her. But now, if we were having coffee, I would tell you that I've been looking for a baseball cap forever, and now I finally found one that's really nice. It's black and there's a white stitching on the front that says, "Search your mind, see what you find." If you head over to Instagram at podcast_Big Sister Chats, you can get to see it too. And I would tell you that I met a friend today, or let's say actually it was yesterday when I wrote my notes for the script, and when you're listening to this it's already a few weeks back, but she's a writer too, and so we went to a cafe and had a little writing session, and in about 2 hours I managed to write 2,000 words and finished the prologue of draft 3 of my novel. Now, the storyline is actually very clear in my mind, and I'm really excited for writing and how my writing style has evolved over the past year and a half, I would say, since I started draft 2. And also, it was one of my 2024 goals to finish draft 2, and now I can do so much more than that, and it feels really great. And I would tell you that I cancelled my plans for going on holiday with some very dear friends of mine because it didn't feel right, and I found other plans, other travel destinations I wanted to go to, and we're not this close right now, and I decided to spend my time differently. And because If We Were Having Coffee is a format about what's going on in my life and not only my successes and the nice parts, I wanted to include this too. And I mean, just to tell you that it's alright to cancel plans and to prioritize yourself and what you want. Now, if we were having coffee right now, I would also love for you to share your stories with me. So be sure to head over to Instagram and let me know what has been going on in your life lately.
I swear.
Welcome to Big Sister Chats, the podcast where we dive into all things mental health, physical well-being, and cultivating a positive mindset. Whether it's about growing in life or tackling everyday challenges, I've got you covered. Growing up with 3 brothers, I always wished I had another woman to turn to for advice. If you've ever felt the same way, you're in the right place. Let's get started with today's episode. First, what do we want from this summer? Of course, hot girl summer is a trend right now, but we might want something completely different. Travel summer, festival summer, productive summer. I don't know. So, first of all, let's try to find our summer vibe and what we want to achieve, maybe. Actually, on 1st of June, I met with a friend of mine and we did some summer vision boards and I put them as my phone lock screen. That was pretty nice. I think most of you probably already have a Pinterest account, and if not, it's free to create one. But if you know what a vision board is, it's just a collection of pictures. But before we started to gather images, let's find out what summer we want to have in the next 5-ish weeks. I also like Pinterest for this. I don't know how your feed looks, but I have a lot of these iPhone Notes app screenshots kind of things, and I would show you, but well, this is still a podcast, you know? Anyways, what I want you to do is open Pinterest or some other app like Instagram or TikTok if you feel that is better for you, and search up summer bucket list. You can even listen to the podcast while you're doing this. Now, you can make a board or a folder or something where you can save all of these bucket lists, because there will be certain items that are always going to be the same on each of these images, like have a lake or beach day, but it might also be something really unique, like go strawberry picking. The next step is, you could have guessed, making your own bucket list. But don't forget that you only have 5 weeks though, so maybe having like 20 or more things to do is kind of unrealistic if you still have a job. However, if you're at home on summer break, why not set out to do one thing every day? Or actually, you could also do that like one thing every day after work. Maybe you can even work a little bit less. I don't know. Let's get back. So, if this is the case, I highly suggest that you put that bucket list into a full plan. Like, get out your calendar and schedule some time each day for one thing you want to pursue. Also, make sure that you can switch things around. If you plan to have a beach day on Wednesday and it rains like there's no tomorrow, don't just sit around on your phone at home. Go, take that list, and instead switch it up and have a picnic in your living room. So, for me, I will go to Italy again in the middle of August. I'm sure of that. And probably I'll also go to Germany to meet some friends of mine. I wouldn't do a sleepover on the balcony and try one restaurant I've been wanting to go to since I first saw it. Because it's so cute. Instead of chairs, they have like benches, but not like sitting benches. They are made like swings. And it's so, so cute. I really love it. And these are just a few things, of course. If you need some more inspiration, I'm sure you'll find enough on Pinterest and so on. But I will link my own summer bucket list down below in the caption. Now, next thing I would do is find one term for this summer. Might be hot girl summer, might be flower crown and midnight tea. Personally, I really like all of these girl types, like hot girl summer or something like that, or hot girl walk, And there's different. There's also like vanilla girl or something like that, and I have a lot of playlists that are named like them too, and I just like the trend. I guess not everybody does, but you should just find something that represents how your summer should feel like. Mine will be sunshine girl vibes, because even if it might rain, it will still be a good day. And that's important to me. Even rain cannot stop me from having a good day like the sun was shining. So, once we have our bucket list and the title for this summer, it's finally time to make our vision board. Again, I would recommend Pinterest for this step, but websites like Pixabay might also work. For me, Pinterest is just the most aesthetic app there is, so I like it. So, search, let's say it differently. For each bucket list item, you'll search that item, like strawberry picking, and then choose some images that you see and download them, because you'll need them for your board. I always make mine with Canva, but you can basically use every collage, I think you're saying, collage maker app that works perfectly fine. Just choose something where you can arrange the images how you like. And now let's say you've typed in all your bucket list items plus the title for this summer. This is also important. Then it's time to make the collage. And side note here, sometimes you'll even find more nice activities when you search for your summer title, ones that you didn't even think about. Like if I'm searching Sunshine Girl vibes, there might be something like going to pick sunflowers. I'm not sure if this is the right time of year, but might be something like that. And I don't have it on my bucket list. But if I see this and I feel like, oh, I should really go and do this, it's perfectly fine to edit your bucket list once more. Then spend some time on arranging your vision board until you're happy with it. And then you can set it as your phone or background, laptop background screen, yes. Or you could print it out and hang it somewhere you can see every day. Then next thing I wanted to talk about, next chapter basically already, is traveling, and traveling for cheap. Because what if you decided you wanted to see the world? Even if you're working, you can still take Monday or Friday off, maybe, probably, hopefully. And depending on the country you're living in, you might even have some more holidays in August. Around here, we have Assumption of Mary in the middle of August. But whether you're planning to go 3 days or 3 weeks doesn't really matter. These tips are for everybody. So, first, I would really advise you to go and see the world. Even if it's just a day trip to a city that's 2 hours away from home. I mean, the summer will be so much more memorable if you travel. And you can either, if you want, you can take the car, or there's like special summer offers. I know that for trains around here, around Europe. So that could be a great option too, and really cheap tickets to everywhere. And of course, there's many apps that can help you save money while traveling, but there's two I want to speak about because I think I'll make one travel episode anyways. I've been interrailing at the beginning of this year, and there's so many tips and tricks that I cannot fit into this episode all, because then you'd be here for 2 hours and we don't want that. So, I mean, you probably guessed that, but this is not sponsored. I'm talking about Hostel World and Worldpackers. Let's start with Hostel World. I really like sleeping in hostels when I'm traveling because first, it's much cheaper than staying in hotels, and second, you can meet so many other people there. When sharing a room with 3 to 7 people sounds a little bit scary to you, maybe just check the app, because I, for example, always choose hostels which have female only dorms. There's also some which have male only or mixed rooms, and you can just choose whatever you're comfortable with and then try to get to know the people that you meet. I mean, in your room or at breakfast, sometimes depends on the hostel you're taking, maybe even lunch or dinner. And actually, once you booked your room, you can access like a direct group chat via the Hostel World app, where people are texting to meet up and explore the city, which is pretty nice. I feel like you can get you meet so many people this way if you want to. If not, then explore the city on your own. And anyways, just stay safe. And Worldpackers is also nice. Here you can join like a farm, an art project, some other form of work in exchange for accommodation and food. You will just have to pay your travel costs and maybe things like, insurance and visa, but that's it. And depending on the project you're on, you will have to work something from 16 to 30-ish hours per week. And most of the times, these projects have multiple Worldpackers or volunteers, or however you want to call them, at once. They also have a dedicated section for like last minute trips when people really, really need help, like right now. And you could just check it out and see if something works. And maybe in 3 days you're off to Spain. Who knows? Yeah, that would be nice. I think just volunteering and working in exchange for food and accommodation is a great way to travel. And I mean, Worldpackers is just the only thing I know, so I'm recommending this. But if you have something different, then just let me know. I'm always excited for travel tips. Now, if these two things are maybe not so much your style, I can still recommend Interrail if you're living in Europe or planning on spending your holidays around here. It's like one train ticket with which you can travel all countries. It's a little bit complicated to explain here, but the idea is book the ticket and take the train to anywhere. Just, I would say, check out their website if that sounds interesting to you. Actually, I'm pre-recording this episode because my holidays are from end of July to beginning of August, and I'm still considering where to go. And of course, I had to pre-record this because I cannot record when I'm on the road. And I was thinking either doing something with World Packers. They have some nice surf camps where I could do social media manager. That would be really interesting. Or some other art projects. Or maybe going to Interrail again, with this time going more south and to Nizza, Marseille, and Barcelona. Yes, that would also be nice. And I'm sure that I will keep you updated and post some travel stories over on Instagram. So if you want to see this and see what I chose, then you should check out podcast_Big Sister Chats on Instagram. But now you want to know how to make this summer better, and I have some practical tips for you. We already covered bucket list and vision board, but now what else can we do? First, these are my top tips, and I love them so much. Get yourself a camera to capture everything. And I mean these old style Sony that are laying somewhere, or I mean, if you want, you can also take your fancy camera if you have that. And what else? If you don't have one, you can buy these old cameras online now. And I'm sure actually people are giving them away for free or almost free on secondhand apps. And they're still good. They're still taking really good pictures for the age that they are. And it's so nice to have everything saved to a space where you can do nothing but take photos. And also, I can guarantee you, for the people, it's a different feeling too. To me, it seems like we are appreciating this kind of technology again, and it's so nice. You could also use Polaroid, I guess, if that's your style. And I mean, it would be really cute to take one picture of August every day. That would be really nice. And then you could get them printed, or they're already printed if you're doing them with Polaroids. And you can, you can also use September to like print your summer memories and then send them to some friends. I'm sure they would love that. And make sure to save the photo somewhere, of course, like in a photo album, or hang them up somewhere in your room. And I heard that there's also like apps right now that where you can take images and they don't show up in your gallery, and you can just access them after a certain time period. Not sure how they really work. It's just that they should work like these old cameras basically, but it's still your phone if you don't want to get it. If you don't want to now invest, let's say, or make the effort, you can just download the app. I never used such an app, but if anybody has a good recommendation, also make sure to comment either on the podcast app or on Pinterest or on Instagram. I'm sorry, we've talked about Pinterest so long now, and I'll be sharing it. So that would also be a good option. Okay, I'm really excited about this one because this is my favorite part about the seasons changing. Making a playlist. Actually, I have a playlist for each month, and sometimes the month passes by so quickly and I only have like 4 songs in there, and sometimes it's hilarious and mixed, and I shouldn't show it to anybody because they'll think I'm crazy. But yeah, I mean, if I really like it, I keep it for 2 or 3 months and just keep adding to it, and then it gets messy again, and I've heard the new songs so often that I again need something new. What I don't like is listening to the same 700 songs that I know on repeat. It gets boring somehow, even though there's so many, but sometimes I feel like I have, for sure, I have 1,000 songs saved to my Spotify, and I've only had it for like 1 year now, this Spotify account. And still, I don't know, it feels like it's always the same. And it also, for some time, it felt like finding new songs was really hard. But luckily, other people are also making playlists, and that should be a full-time job for real. I love these people for that. And I have playlists like walking in NYC vibes, entering my heartless era, or creative mode on. And I categorize them into folders because I have so many now. I have about 100 playlists, I think. It's getting out of hand, but I listen to a lot of them. And sometimes I try to sort them out. But, anyways, what I like to do is finding new playlists with a lot of songs that I don't know yet. Yeah, then they feel new and not boring, and yeah, I like that. So, what I would do again is go to Spotify, YouTube, or wherever you're listening to music, and then type in the title of your summer. Again, for me, this would be Sunshine Girl vibes. And then look through the playlists, save some, and do the same for your bucket list items, like search up strawberry picking or something, whatever is on your bucket list. And I think this is especially nice for those rainy days when you have nothing to do anyways. And I mean, you can prepare for summer this way some more. And when you have all these playlists saved, you can either listen to all of them this summer, like listening to strawberry picking playlists while you're going to pick strawberries, or you could make one huge summer, or not huge, I don't know, summer 2024 playlist that is just playing on repeat this August. And maybe if you need some summer vibes, also in September and October, until we're back with Christmas songs. I was doing that already, and I will also link my playlist down below in the caption. So click on the show notes if you don't have the time to make your summer 2024 playlist right now, but you still want that summer feeling. Maybe it's a really nice day for you right now, and you're just like, I'm on this walk and I really actually want just this summer feeling. Then yes, you can find that there. And while you're already on your phone, it would mean a lot to me if you could subscribe to this podcast and rate it with 5 stars so more young people can find Big Sister Chats and get some advice on how to make this the best of life. Let's say it like that. Again, thank you, and let's go on with the ideas. Next thing is creating a summer journal. Either you can take it everywhere, and I mean, if you're already doing the Polaroid thing, you can stick the Polaroid images right in and take some notes and do this every day. Or you can just make it a routine to write into that each morning or each evening, or maybe both, have some prompts or something. That would also be nice. Like, what I do right now in the morning is I do all my little things like brushing my teeth and changing into my clothes and packing. And then I have some time left until I have to go. So I go to open up my windows, like fully opening them. So it's in the morning, it's still cold, even though it's summer. And then it's like fresh air. And then I have my dedicated place where I'm just doing creative things. I'm sitting in a like really comfortable chair. I don't even know what the name of these chairs is, but okay. And I'm just here. And the only thing I'm doing in here is writing, whether that's on my novel or like my morning thoughts right now, or capturing this podcast. That's the only thing I'm doing in here. And for you, maybe you can do the same. Just find one place where you put your notebook and your pen somewhere and then do this. And on the rainy days, if they're still ahead, let's hope not, but on the rainy days, movies can be a pretty good inspiration too. I heard that The Summer I Turned Pretty must be very nice, and it's been an inspiration for many, many girls. Books can be too. I'm a big fantasy girl, but in preparation of the summer, I read my first summer romance novel, and well, I'm still not a romance lover, but it was nice to get that first summer feeling while I was basically still running around in hoodies and freezing. And also, I mean, you probably heard it, but I never watched The Summer Turned Pretty. I still have some time, and maybe if it's raining again, it will rain this week. I will watch it. Let's see. And now I just have some more short tips. Okay, keep up. 1. Drink enough water. If it's hot, you'll be sweating, and even if it's not, drinking water is good for your health. So, grab your water bottle right now and make it a goal to drink 2 liters of water every day. 2. Nourishing your body with nutritious food is going to help to brighten your skin and keep a healthy weight and provide you with all the nutrients that you need. If you're not sure where to start with eating healthy food, start just with adding more greens, fruit, and whole grains into your diet. You can also snack on fruits more than you snack on like candy and chocolate and chips. Just try. I like that sometimes when I'm just cutting an apple in the evening while I'm watching a movie or something. That's also helping. Was this 3 now? No, I'm at 3. Okay. 3. Look nice, feel nice. Depending on your budget, you could go to the hairdresser or get your nails done or do an, at-home spa day. They're not so expensive. And I'm sure you have seen one of those glow-up videos on YouTube before. And we should make a whole episode about this in the future anyways. Because, of course, while a physical glow-up feels really nice, many of them are not lasting very long. But that's not for today. Anyway, again, look nice, feel nice. Make it a goal to get up each morning, dress nicely, and do something that makes you feel really good and ready for the day. This might be skincare or makeup or something else like braiding your hair, putting nice jewelry on, and picking out the shoes of the day, something like that. Also, personal choice, but I would try to challenge you, or let's say challenge you to try to put on something colorful. There was a time when I was just wearing black and maybe some blue demons, but basically all black, white, and gray. And summer for me is just for colors, pretty dresses and small things like matching stuff. Not this summer, but like 2 summers ago, I always used to wear like matching shirts and shoes. I have a lot of colorful shoes, and then I would try to make like yellow shirt and yellow shoes, you know? That's also, I like that. But most importantly, wear something that you are comfortable in. It doesn't matter what I'm suggesting. It doesn't matter what the trends are saying. Wear outfits that you like. And listen to me, wear bikinis that fit you and that you dare to wear out, you know? Just wear something that makes you feel confident and that makes you love your body, because it will show and it will make it a lot better if you feel good in your own clothes. And now, last but not least, moving your body and getting enough sleep is very important. I mean, you don't have to go to the gym each morning if you really hate it. Maybe you enjoy doing yoga classes in the evening at the lake, maybe, or you're going rock climbing, or you're just going for a hot girl walk, you know, like we talked about in the beginning of this episode, and you try to get your 10K steps in. I mean, your body and your mind will thank you for that. And 8 hours of sleep every night. For that, put your phone away, and even better, delete social media just for August. You can do 30 days without Instagram and TikTok. And in September, if you want on 1st of September, you can just upload all of the nice pictures that you took this summer. And I mean, if you deleted them, you would probably not even need your phone. You can get that disposable camera and just leave your phone behind. Okay, now let's recap what we've learned today. If you haven't already, make a bucket list and a vision board and find a title for the summer. Travel with Hostel World or Wallpackers, or some other cheap option that you can find. Capture everything with an old camera, or any camera, just not your phone, or use that app that I spoke about. And make a dedicated summer playlist and listen to it each morning. So, this is my guide on how to make summer 2024, well, maybe not your best one yet since it's already August, but still a very nice memory. I hope you liked this episode. If this helped you in any way, you can help me by subscribing to this podcast and by leaving a hopefully 5-star rating on your favorite podcast app. Be sure to head over to Instagram at podcast_Big Sister Chats for some more insights into my life and some inspiring content all around growing in life. See you there. Bye.